One of the things that I have learned from the winning mindset of champions, especially Nigeria Super Falcons, is what I would call the 6 C's. First, let me congratulate the Super Falcons. And it's such an interesting episode. Their comeback, their strategy, the way they work, the way they play, they were fantastic winners. So I looked at them, I followed the tournament. I followed the ladies. I followed how they would dance, how they would sing. And then the seriousness when they get to the pitch, I'm like, it's not these same ladies that were dancing and playing. So I learned 6 things from them. And the first thing is, I called it the 6 C's of a champion's mindset. Number 1 is capability. They were good footballers, skilled footballers. In fact, these current Super Falcons have made me enjoy watching female soccer. Honestly, let me confess, I never used to be motivated to watch female soccer. But with these Super Falcons, now I'm really interested in watching female soccer because they really displayed dexterity. So they had the capacity to, they were very committed. They were disciplined. They showed up for work. They showed up for training. They were very respectful. They were respectful of each other. So you could see their commitment to the team. They were very, very committed. So it's not enough for you to have capability or to know how to do something. You also have to have the discipline to practice, and get better at it. The third thing is they had character. They were very well behaved. I saw the way they were interacting with journalists. I saw the way they were interacting with the fans. I saw the way they were dealing with each other. They really, really are very, very good people of character. I'm very proud of those ladies. I learned the value of character, and it showed. The energy those ladies brought to the game was fantastic. If you follow the Super Falcons during the 2024 Women Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Morocco, although they played it in 2025, somebody has to explain to me why it was called 2024. Anyway, the thing is, those women had character. I mean, lovely ladies, good, well-behaved, good energy. And they had confidence. You could see this, we have this thing they call the Nigerian swag. The Nigerians have confidence. We believe we can do anything. We have a very strong can-do spirit. And that's why I have hope for Nigeria. Those ladies displayed confidence, fantastic confidence. Go and watch their videos. Watch when they are playing. Watch when they are eating. Watch when they are singing. Watch when they are on the field. That confidence just goes like 1000x. So they are very, very good. And they were very consistent throughout this tournament. They didn't have highs or lows. They are very consistent. Very, very consistent. So it's important to show up and show up consistently, same character. Not that when you are here, you behave one way. When you're in another place, you behave another way. That team was made up of ladies who were very consistent. So I'm talking about 6 C's. The first thing was capability. They are skilled football players. They are very skilled football players. Second was commitment. They didn't just take it for granted that they were skilled. They were disciplined. You could see discipline. They showed up with good characters. The third C is character. They had good character. The fourth one is confidence. They carried themselves well with a lot of swag. They knew what they were doing. They were not going to go and play a game that they didn't know. They understood soccer, football, and they played it very well. And then they were very consistent. They showed up regularly. And all their games, they showed up well. I wasn't even worried whether they were going to win the cup or not. I just was like, by what margin? So even when it was 2-0, I thought of the miracle of Oman, right? And so these ladies showed up for us, and they came back from 2-0 at halftime to 3-2 at the end of the match. And one thing that held the team together was camaraderie. They played as a team. They worked for each other. They looked out for each other. Even when they are playing, the kind of jokes they crack were very neat. They were very civil. I mean, I love those girls. I think they called one of them National Girlfriend. I don't know where that came from, but I enjoyed watching them. I enjoyed watching them on the field. I enjoyed watching them off the field. They were very consistent. So I said that those are the 6 C's of a champion's mindset. So if you're a business owner or you're a professional, I'm talking to business owners primarily, play your own game. Stop looking at what other people are doing. Everything is not for everybody. Just play your own game. What is that one thing you're so good at that everybody acknowledges you're good at it? Commit yourself to it. Stay consistent. Don't dilute yourself too early. One of the challenges business owners have is they dilute themselves too early. And I'm beginning to see it a lot. So you start growing and then you start wanting to do this, wanting to do that. Oh, they called me. And some of my mentees or coaches that I work with, I tell them, I say, don't make the mistake I made. When I was young, I was very restless. I wanted to save the world. I wanted to boil the ocean. Oh, because we had done some business, we had some money, we had network, so we could mobilize resources to do projects. I spread myself too thin and I paid dearly for it. So I'm going to say, just stay consistent, stay in your lane, you're going to get better. And I've seen it in the things that I've stayed focused on. I succeeded in them. And so for me, now I'm very, very focused. Yes, you can diversify in terms of investments, but in terms of profession, when you're just starting, please be standing on solid ground before you diversify. An analogy I always give this, I say, have you seen Tiger Woods? Do you see Tiger Woods going to say he wants to play in US Tennis Opens or that he wants to go and play in US World Cup? Where does he play? He plays only in golf tournaments. So if you're a business owner, you're doing this and that and that and that, you haven't started yet. You're going to dilute yourself too thin. So please don't dilute yourself too thin. Be like these champions. Stay with your competence until you really make it. Then you can start investing in different baskets. Congratulations, Super Falcons. So proud of you, ladies. Just go 10 times. That's what they did. They brought it home for us.